The top 10 biggest business deals in history. Tech companies have a lot of money. Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, and Microsoft have eclipsed $1 trillion market cap. And one thing tech giants love to do with their money is scoop up other companies in massive merger and acquisition (MANDA) deals. Every year, billions upon billions of dollars change hands in service of corporate consolidation. New blockbuster tech deals reshape the landscape so often that we decided to keep track of the most lucrative ones. The list starts with deals of only a couple billion and works its way up to the biggest tech mergers and acquisitions we've seen to date. You won't find futile efforts like Broadcom's blocked $121 billion deal to buy Qualcomm, Qualcomm's failed $47 billion bid for NXP Semiconductors, or Nvidia's seemingly doomed bid for ARM. Those struggles exemplify one very important rule: the deal isn't closed until it clears government and regulatory approval. Welcome back to another episode of Luxury Obsession. Subscribe to our channel and get involved so you're always up to date with the latest episodes as soon as they're available. Google acquires Fitbit for $2.1 billion. Google's Wear OS has struggled to topple Apple's Watch OS, so in 2020, it acquired fitness tracker favorite Fitbit for $2.1 billion. How Google will use Fitbit's technology is still unclear, but the deal opens a path for the tech giant to start producing its own company-branded smartwatch. Google is also absorbing the 29 million active users who currently wear Fitbit health tracking devices. Apple buys Beats by Dre for $3 billion. Apple's 2014 deal to buy Beats is the most expensive acquisition in the company's history, but one of the cheapest deals on this list. The tech giant has made dozens of acquisitions since the late 80s, but few have topped the billion-dollar mark. For all its cash on hand, compared to the likes of Google and Microsoft, Apple has been positively frugal. Google acquires Nest for $3.2 billion. Nest was a Google shop from the get-go. Former Apple exec Tony Fadell co-founded Nest in 2011 with backing from Google Ventures. 3 years later, Google brought Nest in-house in a $3.2 billion deal. It's been a bit of a rocky road, but after a 2018 reorg, Nest's smart home lineup of thermostats, locks, and cameras are now the foundation of Google's smart home lineup. Nest is also at the front line of Google's smart home war with Amazon, which scooped up smart home security company Ring in 2018 for a paltry $1 billion. Walmart buys 𝐤𝐤𝐤 for $3.3 billion. In 2016, Walmart tried its hand at e-commerce combat by spending $3 billion on 𝐤𝐤𝐤 to compete with Amazon. But following the shutdown of the Jet Black personal shopping service in February 2020, Walmart formally folded 𝐤𝐤𝐤 in May. The URL now redirects to Walmart.com. As CNBC reports, Walmart execs say the acquisition gave Walmart.com a boost and helped it expand into new categories, but jury's out if that was worth $3 billion. Cisco drops $3.7 billion on AppDynamics. Cisco has spent the last several years shifting from hardware to software and services. The enterprise tech giant's $3.7 billion acquisition of AppDynamics in 2017 bought the company a market-leading stake in the application performance management (APM) and infrastructure monitoring space. Adding some drama to the deal, Cisco scooped up AppDynamics only a day before the company was set to go public for around $100 million. PayPal acquires Honey for $4 billion. Everyone loves a good deal, and PayPal is hoping to take advantage of that with its biggest acquisition to date, deal finder app Honey. So, in addition to processing payments, PayPal can help people find things to buy, ideally from its network of merchants. Verizon's $4.4 billion deals for AOL and Yahoo. This is the story of a precariously named media company called Oath. In 2015, Verizon began building its media arm with a $4.4 billion deal to buy AOL, giving it a media portfolio including the Huffington Post, TechCrunch, and a collection of other small blogs and video platforms. Oath, which combined AOL and Yahoo's assets, was born in 2017 after Verizon completed its $4.4 billion acquisition of Yahoo. Of course, the original deal value was $4.8 billion, but Verizon dropped the purchase price by $350 million in the wake of Yahoo's catastrophic string of data breach disclosures affecting more than 3 billion accounts over several years. The company then went through several rounds of layoffs and yet another rebrand, this time to Verizon Media Group. In late 2020, it sold HuffPo to BuzzFeed, which resulted in more layoffs. Adobe buys Marketo for $4.75 billion. Adobe's $4.75 billion acquisition of marketing automation software company Marketo closed in October 2018. Marketo was founded in 2006, went public in 2013, and was acquired by Vista Equity Partners for $1.8 billion in 2016. The deal gave Adobe a suite of lead management, marketing, and revenue tools to incorporate into its Adobe Experience Cloud as it works to keep pace with companies like Salesforce. Microsoft's $6.3 billion 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐞 faux pas. There are quite a few Microsoft deals on this list. Some are good deals, many are not. The $6.3 billion deal to buy online ad network 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐞 in 2007 is one of the latter. One of the worst deals of the Steve Ballmer era, and there are several, was chalked up as a massive loss when Microsoft wrote down almost the entire value of the deal, $6.19 billion, in 2012. Salesforce buys MuleSoft for $6.5 billion. Salesforce's $6.5 billion acquisition of MuleSoft, which closed in May 2018, gave the enterprise software giant a microservices play to integrate all of its cloud-based apps with MuleSoft's software as a service (SaaS) integration platform. Salesforce has made plenty of acquisitions in recent years, including spending $2.8 billion for Demandware in 2016 and scooping up Attic Labs, CloudCraze, and Datorama in addition to MuleSoft in 2018 alone. CEO Mark Benioff also became the latest tech billionaire to buy into the media world, acquiring Time magazine from the Meredith Corporation for $190 million. Microsoft pays $7.2 billion for Nokia. Aside from 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐞, none of Microsoft's deals looks quite so dreadful in retrospect as its doomed acquisition of Nokia. Steve Ballmer's $7.2 billion goodbye present in 2013 saddled the company with Nokia's handset business and mobile IP just before Satya Nadella took over as CEO, and had to take long walks with Nokia CEO Stephen Elop in the snow. By the time the deal closed in 2014, Ballmer was gone. A year later, Microsoft wrote off $7.6 billion from the Nokia deal and announced 7,800 job cuts as Elop left the company. Under Nadella, Microsoft has successfully shifted away from hardware, aside from its Surface lineup, toward a cloud, software, and services-focused portfolio. The Nokia deal was a relic of a bygone era when the company was playing perpetual catch-up on smartphones after Ballmer famously said in 2007 that the iPhone had no chance of gaining market share. Intuit acquires Credit Karma for $7.1 billion. In 2020, TurboTax maker Intuit announced it would absorb a competitor in the tax preparation sector by acquiring Credit Karma for $7.1 billion. Later that year, the U.S. Justice Department said it would permit the merger, but only because Intuit agreed to divest Credit Karma's tax business. That business went to Square, the mobile payments provider, which paid $50 million for it. And with that, we've reached the end of this episode all about the biggest business deals in history. Was this video intriguing? Which business acquisition surprised you the most? Get involved and let us know in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this one and found it helpful, remember to leave a like on the video and to subscribe to Luxury Obsession for even more amazing videos, just like this one. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.